Many thanks for staying with us here on Newsdesk. To some more stories now, and the rains have begun again, and various parts of the city, I'm speaking of Accra, are experiencing serious floods. Well, the Joy News team has been out following the situation in parts of the capital, Accra, and I want us to first and foremost start off from what we saw yesterday, and then I'll tell you about the situation in some other parts of the capital this morning.
The news crew set off about 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon with a certain mission: to find how Saturday's downpour had affected sanitation in the national capital, Accra. However, the weather had a different plan. It's been 25 minutes of intense rains, and I'm here at the Odona River. The team drove along the Adabraka Aponchi Road, where drivers struggled to ply roads they couldn't see. We moved to the Agbogloshi area, which was equally treacherous. Further up this road is the spare parts hub of Accra, Abossey-Okai. The road is lined with rubbish, an embarrassing reminder of the appalling state of sanitation in the city. A resident ascribed the situation to a huge drain linked to the Odo River, while another pinned it on the negative attitudes of residents.
Sometimes I so
when it rains and the drain is full, it overflows and fills this place. You can see that from the rubbish that is up there.
The
rubbish we throw out is the cause. It makes it difficult to move when it rains. We should stop throwing rubbish around to avoid all these.
Heading away from Abossey-Okai is the Obechebi Lamte Circle. The place was also heavily flooded, with desperate passengers trying to find space to maneuver. The Member of Parliament for Okai-Koi South was one of the drivers who had to put his vehicle to the test in the floodwaters. He attributed the situation to a receptacle around the Kole Lagoon that has been narrowed due to human activity. He took us to what he describes as the source of the problem.
Years ago, when you look across where you have all the structures down here and where the refuse dump is, the whole area used to be a receptacle. And the level of that area was lower than what we see now. Now they have filled that area with sawdust, refuse, just like where we are standing now, and they have raised the level of that place higher than the Odo channel. Years ago, when this place used to be a receptacle, the level was lower. So anytime it rained, the water would just filter into the whole of this area and settle. The reason was that the table of the sea is higher than that of the Odo channel. So anytime it rains heavily, and it rains in the sea as well, and the sea rises, the water in the Odo is not able to feed into the sea. So it will have to find a place to settle for a while before it will float into the sea slowly. And so this area is where the water used to settle. Now you have people building in this whole area, raising the level of the land, making it impossible for the water to settle in this area.
This is just one explanation. And as the rain sets in and the problem becomes more glaring, the explanations will probably multiply. However, finding a permanent solution to the floods is elusive. For Joy News, Wanda Hagan reporting.
And that was a report by last night after has